PPT for all of you. I hope you all can see my screen now.
Yes, ma'am. The presentation is visible.
Okay, thank you. Speaking on artificial intelligence, when it comes to, it is very, very, it's a very vast field. So I'm just going to be skipping some parts which are more theoretical, and I'm going to be entering into the more practical parts. Okay, I hope you all will, you know, be with me. And for that, I guess the entire screen will be visible, or there's some part which is missing.
The entire screen is visible.
Okay. Okay. So this is there that first of all, when it comes to artificial intelligence, I would have really appreciated if I can hear you guys also, but it's okay. I guess because I was in the I was with the mindset that all of you will be joining with a separate network, and you all will be there to reply to it. But it's okay. See, when it comes to intelligence and artificial intelligence has been divided into various domains. When we talk philosophically, intelligence is divided into various points of human intelligence, wherein we are actually talking about a lot of things. We are talking about your cognitive intelligence. We are talking about your ability to speak, to understand, to analyze. Okay. And you might have heard a lot of your faculty members or guest speakers talking about your common sense, presence of mind. Okay, your creative intelligence. Somebody is more efficient into some extracurricular activities like dancing or singing. Somebody is more into designing something. Okay, so all these parts, they are collectively, they are called as intelligence. But when we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are basically talking about the intelligent machines. Okay, how a particular computer is actually using its programming knowledge to analyze, deduce, and then conclude on the problem that you are assigning to it. You all are familiar with this, okay? The Google Map and the Siri, Google, Amazon, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you all are using it. Or I'll just give you a very basic small example. You are sitting there, you are having your cell phones with you, you talk with your friends about buying a laptop. Okay, next, after a couple of minutes or a moment of, or say, let's say that you talk today in the morning, and then the night you go on and you open your social media apps. You open Instagram, you open Facebook or Snapchat or any other social media platform. You open it, you will find the advertisement of laptop being sold on these online platform into your cell phones. How does it know that you are the one who are looking for a laptop? It's because in your app permissions, in your cell phones, you have given these applications the access to your microphone. So whatever you are speaking, they are analyzing it, they are picking up the keywords, and subsequently, by the means of the background algorithm on the working of artificial intelligence, you are being given a supply of the links or advertisement which are you will be talking about the products that you are talking about. Or if you are not into all that talking also, you have got Amazon, Flipkart, and other shopping portals downloaded in your cell phone. Everybody has, especially nowadays when there is such a big sale going on. Okay, you search for a product, okay, on these portals. Then you switch to your social media handle and you swipe through it. When you will scroll through your social media handle, in the advertisement section, you will find that there is an advertisement from Flipkart or Amazon selling you the multiple products which are related to your search that you did on Flipkart or any other portal. Reason being is that all these platforms that you are using, they are interconnected. While you install them, you give them information and they exchange data, and via which they are now actually interacting with you by the means of artificial intelligence. There is no salesman sitting at the back looking into your choices of the product, but it is this machine, this artificial intelligence mode and medium, which is actually talking about it. This is one of the basic services that Amazon Web Services provide. Like I was talking about, that you have this you can say the skeleton which is available to you, which is supplied or which is available on online portal on Amazon Web Services, which you can access. And with your student ID, you can make an account on Amazon Web Services, AWS, and you can easily modify it. You can ask them, you can take their help also for implementing those services for your domain, your research work. Okay, now this actually helps you if you are having this thought in back of your mind that this is all computers. Okay, so please try and understand nowadays the things are very easy. Okay, I'm going to skip to this part. This is, you can say that we are talking, the artificial intelligence is not a new concept. We have been talking about it, artificial intelligence, even way before I was born. Okay, so I'm going to skip this part. Okay. I hope all of you have seen all these movies, right? You have must have seen this Rajnikant's movie, which is Robot, if I'm correct. Okay. You must have seen the famous Will Smith movie, I, Robot. And then who can miss, I mean, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think so. Anybody is there who is into superheroes and sci-fi would have missed these three movies. Okay. Now, believe me, my dear students, whatever has been shown in this movie is nowadays a reality. Yes, we have working robots. Yes, we have robots who actually think. We have robots which talk. Okay, you have seen these robots are doing reports. They are working as radio jockeys. They are working as news anchors also. And if you want, you can see it in the different domains of your available domains. Okay, it's all on the internet. Korea, you can go and refer to. Now, artificial intelligence has been expanding its wings way beyond the domains of computer sciences. Artificial intelligence has entered into the agriculture. We have been using this application in our own university also, and I myself has used this particular application here, this one, where you can see a cell phone. Basically, what is being done here is there are two different types of applications available on the designed for the farmers in our country, wherein they can click the photograph, they install the application, and via that application, they click the photograph of a particular leaf or a particular plant, and then they can identify the different weeds available, whether it is useful to them, whether they can sell it, or if it is dangerous for their product, or if they have to be removing it, and if they want to remove it, then how they can remove it. The all probable solutions are available to the farmers via this particular application. There is another application of artificial intelligence where we have been testing it, in which the soil sample is put on the hardware prototype, and this hardware prototype analyzes the soil sample with respect to its chemical components, advise the farmer that what all extra nutrients, or you can say the fertilizers, or what type of fertilizer, how much amount they should put in for a said particular domain. Now, there is, as you all know, that there is an using this into forensic sciences. How we can use this particular application in forensic sciences is, you all have studied forensic botany. You can implement this particular branch or this particular application just by modifying it for the purposes of identification of your evidences, which are in excuse me for a minute. Yeah, which are for your particular use, to identify the plant material which are found at the scene of crime. You already have a data bank available. You already have the recognition software. You just have to modify the code for these purposes. You can modify it for the different purposes. You can modify it for the purposes of the amount of wilting the photograph is being showing, to determine that how much amount, for how much duration that particular plant is dead. Okay, if there is some other extra material available on the plant, can be any sort of body fluid also. So by implementing different light sources into the prototype, you can access and you can analyze it for that purposes. You can put into it the portable spectroscope, and the further chemical analysis can be done. Now, coming into the healthcare sector. Healthcare sector has seen the applications of artificial intelligence widely when it was COVID. We used it for social distancing. Yes, it was used in your city only. Bangalore was one of the foremost cities which implemented usage of artificial intelligence via the CCTV cameras to monitor the social distancing on the roads. I guess majority of you were not aware just by looking at your reactions. But yes, it was there. You were being monitored, you were being analyzed, and this was being done. Bangalore was the first city where this was implemented, and the scientist who was working on this was also is a very close friend of mine. And if she and he, basically the two of them, if they would have the time, I would definitely ask Suchita ma'am to please contact them, and they will definitely help you out in understanding that how they did it. Okay, and this is done. They have done it, and it is being done now. Once it was implemented there, it was used everywhere. Okay, you can see those red marks. Okay, the people who are surrounded with red marks, it meant that they are too close. Green meant the distance was okay. So now this particular type of concept can be used for different applications in the forensic science also. We can use it for identification of people on the crowded area. This is one of the concepts that we are also presenting towards on the forefront of Uttar Pradesh Police today. Okay, you can use it for understanding, or you can use it for object identification. This can be used for the purposes of accidental investigation. This can be used for facial recognition also. Just the modification part has to be done. Now, I guess those who have already studied are already aware of it. Okay, artificial intelligence is basically an applied sciences. Artificial intelligence is more or alike to forensic science. It encompasses a lot of domains of computer science, and it has got applications in any branch you can point out, which is equivalent to forensic science. Forensic science is again encompassing all the possible science and technology available. Whether it is philosophy, whether it is related to your natural sciences, whether it is chemical sciences, basic sciences, or your biotechnology or clinical sciences, we are encompassing all the branches together and using it for the purposes of the legal justice, for the giving the justice to the victim. That is our soul and soul motive. Same goes for artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is working hand in hand with the progress in computer field. Computers also, not just computers, basically the computing field. Artificial intelligence majorly encompasses the four major branches which have got direct implication in forensic sciences. Number one being the data science. Data science is a domain of computing science wherein what is happening is we are collecting a number of data, a big chunk of data, and we are analyzing it for different domains. For example, one of a colleague of mine is currently doing her PhD in mathematical modeling and employing it on the trends in the criminal interface, or you can say the trends of crime which are available. And she's trying to predict she's basically a mathematician. She's trying to predict the future crime trends also. And trust me, students, that the trends that she have predicted and the recent release of the crime data by the National Crime Record Bureau has more or less, they have been equivalent with slight error. So her model is working very successfully. But that entire application was done using data science. Then comes your computer vision. Computer vision means that how you are actually using the visual aids available for analyzing or for performing the different tasks, which are again encompassing the concepts of your facial recognitions, your analysis of gait patterns, fingerprints, handwriting. Okay. Then comes your body fluid recognitions, which can be in turn linked with augmented reality and synthetic reality also. Then helping in crime scene reconstruction. This is all coming from this particular domain. Then comes your natural language processing, NLP. NLP is a branch of computing science, or you can say it's a branch of artificial intelligence, which is actually dealing with teaching language to the computer. See, computer understands binary, 0 and 1. But you all are reading ABCD or the Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, whatever language you want to see, you can see on your computer screen. You are able to hear me. I am able to communicate with you because the computer is transmitting whatever I am saying to you. And that transmission is happening in 0 and 1. Now, this type of things that are there, this type of technology which is available is basically called as NLP, Natural Language Processing, the domain in which I did my PhD also. This particular domain is actually analyzing the different available languages which are known to human to be taught to the computer. Any language you can pick up. You have to teach it to the computer via the means of the softwares, or you you can say by training it by using your MATLAB is one of the softwares which is available. You can use Python. You can use optical character recognition for this purposes, and the entire domain will be inclined towards learning. This entire concept is actually teaching computers not just the verbal, that is the spoken language, but also the one which you are writing. Augmented reality, as I earlier also stressed upon it, it is one of the major domains. I'll just show this one to you because I think it is important for a forensic scientist to understand how important augmented reality is in forensic investigations. Okay. The VR goggle is embedded within AR, augmented reality software. Okay, you can see this is a forensic expert. Okay, the dead body is lying there. Okay, and the person is able to see the not available or visible to the naked eye the swab that the person is taking. There is actually no visible on the black top. You cannot see what swab, what type of body fluid the person is actually taking care of. Okay, but this type of things are very, very important. Augmented reality plays a very important role when we are talking about the void forensics, void gaps. Okay, void gaps means that where ideally there should be an evidence, but due to something or some manipulation or some tempering, or that particular evidence or that particular scene of crime is manipulated or it is staged, and you are actually not able to get the evidence. It should have been there ideally, but it is not there. Augmented reality helps you in understanding that part also. So it is not necessary, or it is not, you can say that it is not a hard and fast rule wherein you can able to understand it via the means of, now this is the view of what person was actually seeing. Okay. The scientist was actually seeing via the goggles was this view. He was seeing that via the green dot, he was saying that, okay, the augmented reality software was pointing out towards him that here is the blood. But then the person took the swab out of it. This is what the person was looking. And believe me, dear students, that this is the next thing of artificial intelligence, that this is next in forensic sciences. And this is the some of the basics of forensic science. Okay, the zero level pe I have shown you that this is actually at the zero level, wherein we are using artificial intelligence as a, you can say, a mode or a medium for us to understand that how we are able to analyze or how we can proceed into the domain of forensic science, or you can say that into the domain of artificial intelligence. कि हमें क्या basically from where we have to start. Okay, there are domains wherein people will actually tell you that okay, you go on and you talk about the you talk about different type of hardcore, you can say, the scientific applications. But when it comes to forensic science, we have to look into the practical approaches. Until and unless we start from the ground rule, that is from the zero. Okay, I go on explaining to you that okay, you can use artificial intelligence into microscopy, you can use it into the field of spectroscopy, chromatography. But what if you are not able to get proper evidence? Artificial intelligence ka use if we are doing into crime scene investigation, we are actually putting in a lot of efforts. We are easing our way, because the next step, whatever it is, see, we need not, frankly say that we need not have to implement artificial intelligence into gas chromatography or mass spectroscopy. No need. Already those machines are automated. You have in gas chromatography, you have headspace arrangement. You need not even have to extract your sample. You put in your solid sample, it will do everything. It will turn it into the volatile gases. It will analyze it. It will give you the result in terms of a graph. You are able to see it. It will tell you the quantity also. It has the database also. It will identify your object. Whatever molecule, chemical composition, probable chemical compositions, it will also give you. It will analyze the degraded samples also. It will tell you what metabolite is being found, and then it can tell you, it will back calculate, and it will tell you what type of the parent poison was there. So you need not have to put into the effort in understanding where it is going, because it has already been automated. We can wait for that. But what you cannot wait is that these type of small issues which are there, which is your crime scene management, understanding, making the jury understand that what actually happened, reconstruction of crime scenes, drone forensics, okay, aero forensics, where we are analyzing the crime scenes which are happening with the objects which are flying. It can be a parachute, it can be a hot air balloon. There are a lot of travel, you can say adventure sport injuries which are happening. There are cases which are reported that the person went on an adventure tour or an adventure sport and ultimately died. Now, who is responsible? Was the person or the company or the manufacturer of that particular device? Now, that has to be analyzed. So, for this purposes, you need artificial intelligence to be implemented to get automation. Handwriting fingerprints, yes, handwriting fingerprints are the domains where automation is at zero. We don't have anything. So why not implement something where there is nothing? And you have opportunities, you have ready-made material available to you, you just have to modify it. The groundwork, the basic work has already been done. Okay, so some languages which are necessary, and if you have any questions, I am available. So please, ma'am. So
yes, yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the engaging and profound session.